Right now, sitting just behind your eyes is literally the ultimate biological supercomputer. It's this intricate, totally awe-inspiring organ that is tirelessly calling the shots for absolutely everything you do. We're talking about the brain, of course, the true command center of the human body and the entire focus of today's explainer. I mean, this is where every thought, every single feeling, and every physical action is born. So, have you ever actually stopped to wonder what exactly controls everything you do? I mean, really think about the sheer complexity of your day-to-day existence. From the totally subconscious stuff, like blinking your eyes to keep them hydrated, to the incredibly precise wiggling of your fingers as you type on a keyboard, all the way to perfectly recalling the exact lyrics of your favorite song from like a decade ago. How does all of that just happen? How does a physical, biological organ translate into the profound everyday experience of being you? Well, to even begin to understand the sheer power of this machine, we first have to look at its physical size. Just 1.4 kilograms. That is incredibly, almost surprisingly light, right? It's roughly the weight of a standard bag of flour you'd find sitting in your kitchen pantry. Yet, despite being this really small, compact mass, it is unquestionably the most powerful and sophisticated organ in your entire body. It basically acts as a biological supercomputer that literally never powers down, tirelessly managing every single thought, every subtle movement, and every complex emotion you experience throughout your entire life. But what makes that 1.4 kilograms so immensely powerful is the absolutely staggering scale of what's packed inside it. 86 billion. That's the estimated number of nerve cells tightly woven together within that tiny space. It's a number so completely unfathomable that, get this, if you were to count one cell every single second, it would take you thousands of years to finish. No way, right? Yet every single one of those billions of microscopic cells is absolutely essential for making you, well, you. And these cells, they aren't just sitting there in the dark. They're part of a highly active, incredibly fast network. These 86 billion cells are actually in constant communication with each other by firing off these rapid electrical signals. And the speed of those signals, they can travel at a blinding 120 meters per second. To put that into perspective, that means a signal can travel the entire length of a football field in less than a single second. That rapid-fire communication is exactly what allows your body to react almost instantaneously to the ever-changing world around it. Now, these fundamental hardware units are, of course, our neurons. These microscopic nerve cells are basically in a state of constant chatter, firing those rapid electrical signals back and forth in this endless, intricate dance to keep your body running perfectly. And they don't operate in isolation. They connect in these vast, overlapping webs of communication. Together, they form the active, bustling basis of our internal command center, really creating a symphony of electrical activity that dictates our every single move. But here's the thing. The brain can't do all of this on its own. It relies on a sprawling, perfectly engineered infrastructure to stay connected to the rest of your body. This all happens through the spinal cord and a massive, intricate network of nerves that branch out all the way to your very fingertips. You can really think of this entire interconnected system as a giant communication highway. Every single second, millions of messages are just zooming up and down this bustling highway, traveling back and forth between your brain and every other part of your body with absolute pinpoint precision. To see this highway in action, let's imagine a classic situation where you accidentally touch a hot pan on the stove. First, the sensory nerves in your skin immediately detect that intense, dangerous heat. Almost instantly, a frantic warning signal races up that main communication highway, the spinal cord. And in a fraction of a second, literally before you even consciously register the pain, your brain issues a direct, non-negotiable command to the muscles in your arm to violently pull your hand away. This lightning-fast, highly coordinated response is exactly how the brain protects you from serious injury on a daily basis. Now, that protective reflex is a pretty dramatic example, but the exact same level of coordination goes into our most mundane, everyday actions too. Take something as simple as picking up a glass of water. It feels completely effortless to us, right? Yet it requires your brain to send precise, highly coordinated signals to dozens of different muscles in your hand, your wrist, and your arm. It forces them to work together perfectly to gauge the weight, calculate the distance, and apply the exact right amount of grip strength. Without this silent, constant coordination from your brain, even the absolute smallest, simplest movement you try to make would be completely impossible. But the brain does so much more than just move muscles. It actually shapes our very reality. Your eyes, for instance, they're essentially just biological sensors.
They only collect raw light bouncing off the objects around you. The real magic happens when that raw data reaches the brain. It's the brain that takes those meaningless signals, processes them in real time, and actually constructs the rich, colorful, three-dimensional visual reality you experience every single day. So your eyes simply capture the light, but it's your brain that creates the picture.
And this profound illusion, it applies to absolutely all of your senses. Your ears only detect invisible vibrations in the air, and your nose just senses airborne chemical molecules. They are merely biological data collectors. It's your brain that translates all that incoming, raw data into the vibrant, meaningful sounds, smells, tastes, and textures of your daily life. It essentially takes a chaotic world of physical stimuli and masterfully weaves it into a coherent, beautiful daily experience. Zooming out from our basic senses and physical movements, we really start to see the brain's ultimate role as the biological CEO of your entire existence. Because it doesn't just manage the present moment. It's this limitless vault that stores your most precious memories and allows you to learn incredibly complex new skills. It creates the very depths of your emotions, empowers you to solve complicated problems, and drives your decision-making. It's literally the reason you can recognize a loved one's face in a crowded room, understand these exact words I am speaking right now, and uniquely imagine and plan for a future that hasn't even happened yet. And perhaps the most mind-bending fact of all is that your brain literally never sleeps. While you're lying in bed resting, completely unconscious to the world, your command center is diligently working the night shift. It continuously manages all those crucial background survival tasks, keeping your heart beating at a steady rhythm, controlling the depth and pace of your breathing, actively organizing and storing your memories from the day, and meticulously repairing the important connections between brain cells so you're fully recharged and ready for tomorrow. Honestly, it's no wonder that the more scientists study the brain, the more they realize just how extraordinary it truly is. I mean, we've mapped the stars and explored the deepest depths of the oceans, yet the most complex structure in the known universe is sitting right between our ears. Every single breath you take, every purposeful step you make, and every spark of human imagination begins inside this 1.4-kilogram marvel. And science is constantly uncovering new, awe-inspiring wonders about exactly how it operates. Which leaves us with one final, fascinating thought to consider before we wrap up. What is your 1.4-kilogram command center doing right at this very moment? Well, it's processing the sound of my voice, it's analyzing the colors and shapes on your screen, it's keeping your heart beating, and it's actively encoding this very explainer into your long-term memory. It truly is an astonishing, unparalleled supercomputer. Thanks so much for joining me to explore the breathtaking 1.4-kilogram command center that is your brain.